Okay, for us to get this particular icon, I've seen where they and what they use. You just navigate to this. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. First is font.google, right? So you're going to navigate to this link, and what you should do is to search for users. Click on it, and you will get a user at the right side of the your desktop or laptop. So you just hit this SVG to download the user SVG. Alright. So, well, before you hit this SVG, or even after you hit this SVG, there's one thing I want to show you guys. Off record, is to easily change the way your Chrome, your browser, save the files. Because mine is automatically saved to my asset files here. That's how you should set it. Alright, let's set ours. I think maybe this one is not. The first thing you need to do is to click on this icon at the top right corner. Navigate to settings, click on advanced, then choose download, then click on change to change where you want to. So you go to your localhost or your root folder, which is, in our case, it is portfolio and assets, right? So if this asset is new to you, what I just did is to create a new folder inside of this portfolio folder where we'll save all our assets, as the name goes, assets, such as images, SVGs, etc. So you click select and you automatically save. Change your downloads, your location to be that place in your assets file folder. So let's go back. We hit save again. Yes, and we go back to our, and you can see we already have our SVG, right? All right. So to do that, just click on it, copy this SVG, and go back to your index. Beside this logo, or inside of your logo block level element, you paste the SVG and save. Alright, then you go back and you refresh, you see a giant big users. This is because of we have not set our styled our SVG. So to style an SVG, we could do an inline style and pass in the widget, the size to be let's say equals to 150 or 100, and the height, there's no need to pass the height. In HTML5, the height is automatically detected according to the widget. We refresh. We have not still gotten our results. Okay, still there. Give it 5. Oops, small. 10. Alright. We're almost there. Alright. Let's pass it. How about 25? Okay, I think that one is good to go. Alright, so you could also rename this to be your name. Alright, so we can still continue our inline styling and do what they call fill equals to the color you want it to be. So we should use black, or we should use the hex, which is 0 into 6. At the end of this tutorial, I will talk about colors, but for now, let's just continue more about colors. Fill, okay, that didn't work because there's already fill in it. It's just for us to change the color. Yes, you can do 6 or 3. Alright, I think we are good to go. It's already becoming more like, I think they have okay, go back to the CSS. Inside of the nav logo, what we should do now is to give it a color, and we want our color to be black. I think this is black, right? The default color is black, 0, 0, and the given opacity of 9. Yeah, it's black. So we could pass in the color. Let me just talk about color once and for all. There are different ways to use color. We could pass in the color with the hex, that's the code name, or the RGB. Lastly, by the name. So what I mean by hex, if we want to pass in black color, we start with the hash sign and 60 or 30. Make sure you end with the semicolon. This is the hex code, or that also known for the code color or color code. Or we could also do with RGB, and if you do 255, 255, 255, that's for white. But if we do 0 and the rest is for black. So we could also change the color to 255, 255, 255 into 3 places. This is for white, and the last one is for the opacity. That's, we have to also indicate that here. I mean, this is the way they did it. The passing, also we have to indicate that. Oops, wait. Yeah, if we want to pass an opacity simply means the visibility. So of 0. Let's make it 6. Save it. You can see, and we go back to our page and refresh. You can see that is there, but we don't want 0 nor the opacity. So I will just put it 0, 0, last, not only 0, 0. Alright, and we change this to RGB instead. We save as refresh. Oops. Oops. Okay. Alright, you see that it does the same thing. The RGB, let's just go back to our notes. So yeah, you can see the hex code and the format, the syntax, and the example. So this is just two we will mostly use throughout this lecture. We'll use the hex code and the RGB. So they could be it could be this, or as well as the keyword, the keyword like we just used. So let's use the keyword to keep it simple, which is black. You see, we refresh, and yes, you can see it is black. Last one is the next one is to change the font. This font to look like this. I don't like this font. So to change the font, you have to, what you need to do is just call or pass in what they call font family dash family. And we want to give ours according to how we imported. What we imported, I think we imported Hurricane, Montserrat, and the rest. So let's give, to give a font family, you should, of an external, with an external CDN, you should start with the column, not column, this, yes, and pass the name Montserrat. In this case, I want it Montserrat. How do they spell this Montserrat? Yes. Okay. I think I was correct. Alright. So, and if this is not applicable, then it should automatically use this. That's it. That's what you need to do. We will end with our semicolon and click and save. So if we go back here now and refresh, you can see that this code will be cool. It's now looking different. Alright, so if you look now, I think theirs has a weight. We can also pass our font weight, or let's use the other Hurricane and see how it looks like. Save, we go refresh. Oh, that one's from the Hurricane. I think we also imported other ones. Open Sans. Let's use the Open Sans, see how it looks like. Open, let me see how it looks from Sans. So about, well, Open Sans, yes. Alright, refresh. You can see, I think this one is better. Let's use this one. So we change the font weight to be more thicker. So give it bold or extra bold. Refresh. You can see the font weight is looking more confident. So that's it. So for us to do the same thing, we will just have to, let me look. I think this is okay. This is okay. And my name is too long. Now we could shorten the name or still do the widget. Maximum widget should be 50%. You may not understand it, but we'll use it later, not now. Let me start the SVG. Inside of it. Okay. Yeah, I think it's affecting all of this for some reason. So it's not still important. Our next should be this about. Just copy all of this. All right, no problem. One thing we should do in the font is to change the font size to be by default 12 pixel. Now you can see it's looking more. And the last one thing we should just place this here too. So you could either paste this the way we did it or pass it here. But in my own case, I like giving each of my own its own unique style because we could still change the font family or change the weight. So pass it in this navigation container that is like a parent to all of this, or you can pass it here, this container that's like a parent to all of these children. So it's still the same thing. It will do the same thing. Alright, so it's looking more better than before, at least. I think one thing we also need to add. First of all, I should small letter. I should use the code, and what I'm going to do is to change our. If you notice, each of the letter has started with the capital letter, so that's what I'm trying to do. So to prove that we could do it in our normal container is to do what we call text transformation, uppercase, we save, refresh. Okay, this text transformation uppercase, what it does is it changes all our text to be an uppercase. But what we really want is just the first letter to be an uppercase, right? Just like this, right? So what we'll do is to change this from uppercase to capitalization or capitalize, sorry. You refresh and you can see now that the first letter of every word is being capitalized. So what I just did is to reduce the font size of this. So let me see what font size they used. So I don't, okay, it's back. Okay, there are a lot of a lot of items here that will steal all our time. So what we should do is to look for this icon. I think it should be called moon. Is it moon? Yeah, it's moon. You click on it and you just hit oh. You can see how easy it is for us now to just navigate around. We don't have to start going front and back, moving our files to this and that. So I will just copy our SVG and paste right here. Paste it right here. We'll do the same thing. Use an inline styling of 25 pixels, so it does not become so big, and we pass in the field. So what's the difference between an SVG and a block level element? If we want to change the color, one of the differences are, if you want to change, you don't just write color and you pass in. You have to use the word field. You can see. I wouldn't use color. Unlike this, we could just use color. Unlike the block level elements. Now we refresh. You can see that we are almost there. We are almost there. So the font size is something not acceptable. Alright, so just copy this font size. We'll use it for our logo too as well. And save. Cool. Right. We'll come back to that. Not the logo instead. We should use it for the color code. And we refresh. Okay. I think this should be 15 pixels. And this should be 15. It's two colors. Alright. Yeah. Now it's more presentable. Right? Yes. So give this 8 pixels. Oops. It's looking so small. Okay. Let's Alright, we are good to go. Yeah, we are already achieving almost the same results. Alright, let's begin. No, what am I doing? Display. Oh, I don't want to use an inline styling for our SVG, but we'll come back to that shortly. Okay. My system is hanging for some reason. Alright, so our next is to give this color. I think this should be gray, and as well they reduce the opacity. So, but first we need to also give our color weight to be good, so it looks more confident. Right? Okay. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Because of the fonts we use, it can't go like, it has to be the same, unless we change this to Montserrat. Okay, Montserrat. Alright. I think we should also use the Montserrat. for this, for our logo. Make it bolder. And we'll leave it for our end. One more thing we should do is to change the color to gray, not black. Okay, let's try gray. Right. Yeah. Alright, so you can see now that it's now looking as beautiful as the original site we are trying to clone. Alright. We go. Where are you at? Huh? Yeah, I think this one is beautiful now. Yeah, this is better. Okay, now this is it. We have our icon and the name. We have our navbar and we have the color mode. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for today. In our next tutorial, we'll head down to the header section. So, okay, but before then, let's do this horizontal line under it. So you can achieve that result in two ways. So what you could do is under the navbar container here, which is under the container itself. So you just click to highlight identify. It's going to send the arrow down to this, to the close tag. So what you should just do is you just write a basic HTML tag called hr that has no closing tag, just the hr. And if you go and refresh, you will see that it gave us the horizontal line. Now we use our CSS to style it to like 100. Let's to like 100 and view widget or so. But that's not the way we want to do it this time, because that's not. So what we'll do it, how we're going to do it is through our CSS, which should be the normal way. So what we should do is to call our border dash bottom and set it to be 1 or 2 pixel solid. It's not solid, but I want it to be, let's say, gray. Alright, so we go refresh. We see that we achieve the same result. If you zoom in, you can see that we achieve the same result. Okay, but I don't want it to be that thick, neither do I want it to be solid. I could do this to be 2. So save, refresh. Yeah, it's in there, but I mean I can't find it. No, it's not in there. Let's do 1. I think we passed with, okay, 1 pixel. And say we do something like border color. Okay. Well, I think you should indicate the solid. Alright. 0.5. I want it to be as slim as. Yeah. Beautiful. 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 Alright. Okay, but in this case, it went straight to the. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. So what I did is, first I gave it a widget of 70 pixels. So we will not have go above that 70 pixels. That's why the line, if I comment this out now, you see that the line is just going for 70 pixels on. Oh, if I bring it back, and refresh, so that if you look at this line, just having just 70 pixels only. So to do that, we just have to delete. To achieve this, you just have to delete this or comment it out. That's it. So you can see now that we almost gotten the same look, and you can see that we have the same look. Beautiful. With the power of font Montserrat and Open Sans, we have beautiful font. So you can see how important our font could be to us. So that's it for this tutorial. In the next lecture, I will teach you guys how we could get our head, get down with our header, not our head. So we are done with the navbar, which was this. Remember, so navbar is done. It's done. Save. Go back and refresh. You can see navbar is done. Alright, so we are done with our navbar. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining this lecture. And if you don't mind, I would really appreciate you to like and subscribe to this channel. That's the only way to motivate us to do more tutorials like this. So if you really enjoyed this tutorial, guys, let me know in the comment down below. If there's anything I need to work on, I also want to know in the comment down below. Alright, have a nice day.